Hello, Internet. What's good? Oh, my goodness. Rell, I sound a little sick. I don't love that for our listeners.
I know. Boo to being sick. Jolie's a little sick today too. I'm sorry.
Disgusting. We hate it. I think it's more aggressive about it because I feel like I was just sick 2 weeks ago.
This is true. You were
And then
really sick
it was like
though.
prolonged. And then I
Yeah,
was like, I had like a couple days of better and then was like, just kidding, you're sick again. And I was like, I literally see no one. What are we talking about?
seriously. I know. You're like Judah. Judah's like that. She got sick. She thought she was well, and then boom, she got sick again. So, and it's homecoming weekend for her.
I don't love it. But before I forget, because I do love keeping my license, I want to remind you that Shades of Sanity, I want you to think of it as insight, inspiration, therapeutic comic relief, all the funsies, but nothing said here should be taken as personal, medical, or mental health advice. If you're looking for that, please find a licensed provider near you. Okay?
ASAP. ASAP.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
We love a therapist, but this ain't
No, no, no.
it. Well,
Um,
we sent you that video finally. I don't know if we talked about it here or on the phone, all our conversations blur of like all the things white people say.
I know. When I told you I think I'm white.
And then she said, she goes, I think I'm white. And I said, I need to know which phrases she connected to.
I like all of them. Like all all of them, especially you're treading on thin ice, pal. Like that's totally something
Oh,
I would
you
do.
love calling somebody pal. That
Yeah,
is your jam.
bucko. Like I love that. Like yes, or and Miss and ma'am. Like I probably belong in the progressive commercial, like turning into your parents. Like I'm totally that person. Like
Also,
yeah,
sometimes you get a little crazy and you combo and go a miss ma'am. You do that a lot.
yes,
I'm
yes.
with you.
So absolutely. So I think I'm white. Like I definitely have all yeah. But
Come on, that's
you're
right.
what I can think of is definitely like you're treading on thin ice. Like yeah, and I talk to probably my dog like that the most.
Poor Amina. She's just out here trying to live.
I know, I know. She's got issues. We all got issues. So, she's definitely part of the family, that's for sure.
I feel that. I'm just sleepy on this Thursday. Like, part of me was like, because my work day is done.
Yay!
You know, right? My work week is technically done. And I'm like,
Woo!
I really want Chinese food. And then I went, I don't really want to pay for Chinese food. And I don't even eat like Devin I told you he eats like a toddler. Like when I tell you this boy, like we get Chinese and he goes, I want a small sweet and sour chicken.
No.
That's it. That's
No.
all he wants.
No.
And he eats half and goes, I'm full.
I hate him.
I know.
Like, I hate him. PS, I got my book and
Did
the
you?
paper I did, and I love candy corn. I know, internet, but I love candy corn and I'm standing on it. I like it and Imma buy some and eat
She
it,
goes,
okay?
I'm gonna
Deal with
eat it.
it. Yes, but I love the packaging and I was like, "Oh,
I know he gets very hype. It's like he pulls it up and then we're like, this one, this one. It's like a whole thing for him. So I'm
I
happy you
love it."
enjoyed
Yes, thank
it.
you so much.
And he
And I got
saw
your
your
book.
video of you shouting out that because I was watching your video that you shot, and he went, "Will she get my book yet?" I was like, "Oh, now you little jelly. Are you a little jelly? It's okay." But
Say less. It's coming up. I cannot wait. I'm gonna make another video for Dev because I love him. So that's
Julie's like,
happening.
not as good as Ben's journal, but it's all right. It came in
No,
candy
and I
corn.
love your journal. I love it, love it, love it. It is the cutest ever. I love it. It is adorbs. Thank you.
I'm very happy with it, so I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no.
Um, oh my god, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Chinese food. So I was like, because he'll just get that, and I just get like a small like we did not, and it's still like over $20.
When I went to buy Jolie fried chicken wings with pork fried rice with no onions, and it was 16 doll hairs and 25 cents. Excuse me? I remember the days when that was like $4.
Yeah.
And I could even with inflation, I'm okay with maybe even $8.
No. I
$16.
know, and that's what I mean, like, I don't wanna pay for it, and I also like the idea of having to get in my car and drive 'cause there's, like, one really good place to get Chinese food in Middletown, and there's, like, no parking, so you here, there, and everywhere and hoping somebody backs out and somebody we've gotten Chinese food, like, walked in, picked up, came back out, and someone's parked behind me, blocking me in. it's just I don't have the mental capacity, so we're gonna eat pasta from the
There you go. Well,
Mhm.
PS, so I wanted some pho. The pho place was closed, and I was like,
Acceptable.
I know, I love pho. So I'm like, you know what? Noodles, I'll get Chinese food. So I call, and then now I used to say, because that's what it would be on the thing. It was like Chinese angel hair pasta with shrimp, chicken, and pork. But I'm like, that you can't say that. So I'm like, oh, like when you call, like, do not say that. Do not say that. Um, Chinese, like you're not supposed to. So I'm just like, ooh. But I ordered it right. I want to order it by its
What
right.
are you supposed to say?
I think you're supposed to say I think it's either Mei Fun or Chow Fun. They're Chow Fun noodles, but I get
Oh,
them confused because one of them is a flat noodle, and I don't want the flat noodle. I want the angel hair noodle, which I think rice noodle, which I think is like, I think is Mei Fun, but I'm not sure. And
okay.
so I just said angel hair pasta with shrimp, chicken, and pork, and then they knew
Yeah,
what I meant. But I took the Chinese off of it because I
good for
don't
you.
want to be, you
Yeah.
know, I
I
do
didn't
not
know
want to be
that. I
rude.
didn't know that. I mean, I don't eat, like, like, we literally, like, I get a combo with, like, rice and chicken. Like, we're really white when we're ordering our Chinese food. So I didn't realize this was a thing, but, it makes sense now that you're explaining it to me.
Yeah, so and it just like popped in my head. I'm like, you cannot say that. And I'm like, okay. So, but that's the way I've ordered it, is the way that it was. Listen. So I'm trying. I'm trying to
I see
do,
you, I see you.
yeah,
Somebody I follow on social media, talked about she calls it, like, Chinese food season because she realized she doesn't really order Chinese food until, like, after what? Um
Labor Day.
no, Indigenous people, Columbus Day.
Oh,
Like,
Indigenous People Day.
you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, she's like, "I don't order until after that." So, like, on that day, she'll start because this is, like, Chinese food season now, and the way she was like, "Happy Chinese food season," and the way this girl just kept pulling food, I said, "What do you got? 250 on Chinese food?" I
Probably.
mean, she must have had 15, and I love that for you, but
It's also $1,000,000, but I hate that about myself because typically for my Chinese food order, I want fried chicken wings with pork fried rice, or sometimes really shrimp fried rice with no vegetables. And really, the no vegetables is I really don't want bean sprouts or onions. It's a texture thing. I don't
yeah.
like it. But I also want fried scallops. So then I'm like, ugh, do I
I've never
order?
had any of those things, but they sound delicious. I mean, I've had fried scallops, just not from Chinese, and I've never gotten fried chicken wings from Chinese food. I mean,
They're the best fried chicken wings.
I did not know this.
And I only eat the flats. I don't eat the drums.
Oh,
So I
okay.
know, and then I, like, force myself, so I eat all the flats day 1, and then day 2, I will
Good
finish up.
punishment, yeah.
Yeah, but I really don't like the drum, but also, I love baked chicken drums. I will tear those up, but if
Yeah.
you fry them, I would prefer not to have them, which
The
is
way when I get in my house and become a full housewife and never see me again, unless I'm in my apron, the way I wanna master, like, a really good roast chicken,
mm.
like, all the like, I'm gonna I'm just you may wanna eat, but, like, you just come over to M's. I'll
No,
take care of
for
you.
sure. And have you spatchcocked it? Is that what you call it? You spatchcock
Yeah,
it?
I have not. I haven't actually done a whole chicken before, so, like, we go learn. We go
Oh,
learn.
it's super easy. My girlfriend, my sister Jasmine, she's a chef, and she told us she buys the chicken and puts it in the air fryer. She said it's the best thing ever since sliced bread.
My dad is that. My dad has, like, a special, like, rotisserie blend that he gets from his friend in, like, West Virginia, and when I tell you, it comes in a Ziploc, and this man refuses to tell anybody what it is, and he's getting up there, and I go, "You better get that recipe out to this man."
Like, seriously.
Unacceptable. I hate when people, like, like, "Oh, I can't tell you." Yes, you can.
I
Don't you
know.
want the recipe to live on or you want it to die with you? That's terrible.
Seriously. I feel that way about my aunt. Imma try and get her because she makes the best chopped barbecue ever, and I
Really?
don't play with chopped barbecue, like, I don't know, and I like mine more vinegary. I'm not a barbecue girl, so my
Yeah, I'm
ex-mother
not really either, but I don't think I've ever had chopped barbecue, to be totally honest with you. I know.
we are going. I'm gonna come to your house, and I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna drive you over to, what is it? New Windsor, and
Love
we
noodles.
are going to Brothers Barbecue Doll, and you're gonna have some chopped barbecue. You're gonna have the pulled pork, the chopped barbecue, and maybe a little piece of sausage or a little chicken, whatever you want, but you're gonna get some chopped barbecue. They do pretty
Oh,
good.
I'm so excited we're doing this for sure.
Yes, they
I
have
love
really
food.
good fried
This is
chicken
making
too.
me very hungry. We really should just be a food podcast, honestly. We'd thrive.
I've got lots of thoughts about the food. PS, when I went away, I cooked all this food. Do you know what? Nobody ate it?
Why?
Girl, who knows? I don't know, but it was in there. That's part of the other reason why I don't cook, because I cook and then nobody eats it, and then
So
and
you were, like, taking care of it, like, "I'm leaving, here's food for you to eat so you don't starve," and they didn't eat it? So
correct,
what did they eat?
girl. McDonald's, I don't know. At one point, there was the fuse blew, so then the microwave and the stove weren't working, and E came over to do the fuse box, but that didn't work. He's like, "So you got a problem?" And I come in and I just hit the button, like there's a reset button, and I went, how many adults does it take to like figure out a fuse at a house? So like, and my poor
Mm,
daughter, I'll tell you this about Jolie. My aunt told me that Jolie went into she had like a burger and fries left over from like Wendy's. And she went in there and ate a cold burger and fries. My girl said, "I won't be hungry though." And I'm like,
I hear her. I
she's
see
a
her. I see
survivalist. Yeah, you know what I mean? If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm hanging with Jolie. She gonna make sure we alright.
absolutely, absolutely. She's just so chill, like, she's gonna be like zombies, and
Yeah, she, all those lasters over there, they all love scary movies, and it's not my jam. I probably should have known that we were mismatched then, because they'd be up to like, first of all, they're night owls, and I'm going to bed at 10. Good night.
mhm. You don't gotta
And
tell me twice.
yeah,
10.
exactly. And you're watching scary movies, they would like watch and the whole family, all of them, they all love it. And then I just like make myself comfortable on the chair and go to sleep, because good night, y'all. I'm not doing this.
The way I was in bed at 6:30 last night,
I love that for you.
Devin said, "It's 6:30." I said, "You
Yeah.
should say thank you. I'm gonna stay awake for more television." And he went, "No, you're not." And I went, "I'll try."
I also thought of you this weekend. I again laying in bed and I felt that he was like like squeezing me, and I like in my dream was telling him to stop, and I woke up swinging again, and and I thought about you, how you like woke up with your face almost hitting Devin.
I was
I
just letting him know
Yeah.
he was acting right, but in case he wasn't,
Yeah, and
what
that
are
just
you gonna do?
also goes to show, like, I woke up swinging and I connected. Like, I didn't almost I was swinging and hitting. But I also know, like, that's also when I'm stressed. I almost bit a man's face, off when I was picking up the Chinese food. So, I pull up, the car is like, I don't know what they're doing, and I try to be patient because maybe they're a new driver, right? Okay, fine. But now there's the ability I was gonna parallel park, but someone left, so if they back up, I can then pull up front and back up. So I'm backing up and they're not moving, and now they're beeping the horn, and that is
You ever
aggravating me, and a very nice gentleman was walking on, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and I was like, "I got it, thank you," and he was like, and I was like, "Sir, I'm sorry." I almost hit their face. "I'm sorry, sir. I'm just sorry. A lot of stress."
You're like, "I just want my Chinese food. I even ordered it correctly."
I know, exactly, you know what I mean? But yeah, and
Right,
that's
do
when I
you use
know that
your horn? I never use my horn.
yeah, sometimes, very seldomly though.
Yeah. I
Very
think, like, to get Devin's attention if he's outside, I've used my horn, like, "Hey, I'm leaving, beep." On the road, never. Only as a
sometimes, like, I just gotta let you know, like, "Hey, I'm here, like, you're doing a little too much, like, you're gonna hit me or something," like, 'cause that they might not I think they're not paying attention, and so
yeah, but never out of, like, anger for like, I never, like never.
no, not typically, but I do it's not one of my proud moments. Again, right? I'm a work in progress, and I just know when I'm really stressed, then the violent person comes out of me, and I was at Walmart, and I cut this lady off, like, I'll own it, I cut her off, and also, at that point, I'm just kinda like, "You have to let this happen, like, it's happening, so just go with it, sweetness," and so, she's, like, doing a lot of this wrong, so I pull up alongside her and roll my window down, I'm like, "Yo, but do you wanna pull over? Like, what's up?" And I happened to look behind me, child, my baby was in the car. Totally.
Mm. You went, "Oh, just kidding, I gotta get her to daycare first." But then you wanna meet me back 30 minutes?
I'm
45
telling
with the lights?
such a pride, and so but that is the key, that's my cue when I know I am really stressed, when I am, like, ready to engage in physical violence with strangers on the street, then I know, like, okay, your nervous system, we're at max capacity.
Understandable. Understandable. I talk a big game, but we probably aren't rolling the window down. I would have to be pushed to a really extreme place, but you get a lot of, like, "Who the fuck are you?
Right.
Imma follow you home and burn your house down. What are we doing right now?"
Yeah.
And my mom's like, "Emily Catherine." I'm like, "I will kill them in their entire
Seriously. It's a thing, like, it's a thing, but it's also, I guess, good to know, that I got it honest, right? I was saying to my aunt yesterday, like, again, going to see, Pops in Florida was really, really
Yeah.
great, and getting to know where it comes from. But I also can tell you, again, nature versus nurture, that my dad is nuts, and I remember sharing with him, I went, "Dad, a friend of mine was murdered, like, her baby father murdered her and, like, and the baby, so it was,
Oh,
really
yeah.
sad." And my dad goes, "Yeah, that's how you when you wanna when you kill someone, like, that's what I wanna do. I wanna hear their life leave their body." He was like, "I wanna hear that." Exactly, me driving like, "Holy shit, I am with a psychopath." Like, my dad is the
Uh,
BTK killer, like,
those are inside thoughts. Do we let
no,
him know?
then he was like, "Yeah, I sit at home and I think about how to kill people," and I was like, "Oh my god, like, my
Oh,
dad really is a psychopath." Again, you should not be sharing, but I also was like, "Well, let me keep my mouth shut before he run his ass around here and plot
you
what
said
has
it's
to
none of
take."
my business, actually.
It's
He
not.
goes, "This is actually just self-preservation skills."
Legitimately. So, I
Mhm.
also realized, but that also is me. I am methodical in that way, like, oh, I will think about not one of my best moments, but I once broke into a boyfriend's house and waited in the dark for him, to come in the house with a 40 bottle next to me so that when he walked in, I could boing, yoing, 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 in his
Did you?
face. I did not.
Proud of you.
While sitting in there in the dark. Do you know how crazy you have to be to sit in the dark? That's why,
Mhm.
again, I know where I get it from. And, I had to have conversation with myself, and I said to myself, like, "Girl, just go home. Like, you need to go home." So I did go home, but yeah, I was driven to that point that I would
Okay.
sit in the dark because and his jaw was, broken and wired shut, so I was gonna bust him in his mouth again. Cause why are you lying through your wired up mouth? You know what I mean?
That part.
I know, and
Mhm.
also, it was his next door neighbors, and we were young, like, if I was 16, I think he was 18, so his first apartment with his friends, so it was a lot of shenanigans, and it was a group of girls that lived next door, so I was like, "And I'm coming," and they were like, "Alright, you can come in," so I came in through their window to get to his.
Oh, what girls. We love them.
Exactly, so shout out to them, but I did leave through the front door too,
You said,
like
"I can't do this.
yeah, but
Just she said jail isn't for me."
it's not, but I was 16, I'd have been a minor, so, but
It's
again,
true.
right, you're young and dumb, you don't even think about things like that. But
No.
I say all of that to say that I learned this behavior sometimes from my mom, because I remember her boyfriend made her mad. I'm in the car with her, we pull up to his house, she goes in the glove box, gets something out, and then gets out of the car, and I'm like, "What?" Like, what and again, no phone, so I'm just sitting there, like, vibing out to the music. She comes back, and I realize puts a knife in the car. She took his tires out. She popped his tires with me in the car. So, when my baby daddy
Yeah,
had made me mad.
those are learned behaviors. Those are
They
learned.
are. So when my baby daddy made me mad, I went round there and took his tires out. He patched them, and then I went back a week later and did the same thing.
Honestly, all you had to do was peel the patches off. I don't even know if you needed to stab it again.
Yeah, just, I admitted it later that I had done it. We laugh about it today.
But it's
And
honestly giving, like, hometown vibes a little bit, and it's also
listen,
making me think of, like, how does it feel to you to, like, know, like, all of these things, like, all of these phases of your life, like, have happened in this place, and now you're just this totally different version of yourself.
I think that's the thing, right? So I have really been struggling to show up consistently online. Consistently, right? You're supposed to be consistent. And I have lots and lots of thoughts and things that I want to share. And there's this block because I still live in my hometown. So, um, and I hear the way people talk about everyone else. Like there's a rapper in our town. I grew up with him. His name was Ray Ray. That's how I know him. And then he left or he went underground or whatever. And then he appeared and he was Tito Montana. And I went, who the fuck is Tito Montana? Because I know Ray Ray. Who the fuck is this? I don't know. And so on this journey, because we're having a show November 9th. Welcome to Relly's World Live.
Yes, we are.
Yes. I had to call him up and I was like, yo, how did you make the transition? And what he shared was your hometown just doesn't support you. They're not going to support you.
No.
And I think it's kind of that. They still see me as, Sherelle from the 4th grade who used to cry or, whatever else. Your hometown isn't as forgiving. And that's
Not until you've made it.
there you go. There you go. I think that's part A. And then I think the other part of that is sometimes when you're going for it, it's uncomfortable for them to see you go for it because w- what about them doesn't want to go for it, right? And they kind of then put you in this box. How dare
1000%.
you
And
try
I
to
think
do it?
I think B is because of A. Like they are so uncomfortable with themselves. Or I also think too, people are really uncomfortable with change.
Yes.
Most people's
Amen.
immediate reaction to change is to judge it or to
Yes.
say that it's bad,
Yeah.
especially as people get older.
Yeah.
So here you are, they thought you were one thing and now you're trying to be something else. They don't like it.
Exactly. Exactly that, So um and I talk about vacation friends and like
Yeah.
that's this part where I am now in my life. And who are vacation friends, Sherelle? I'm glad you asked. I watched the movie Vacation Friends. I highly recommend and Vacation Friends too. Although, sidebar, I'm going left, I'm gonna come back right. I'm
Sure.
so tired of Hollywood trying to shove John Cena down my throat as a 25-year-old. I mean,
Oh, I know. He's a grown man. He's been a grown man.
thank
He's been
you.
grown twice, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. You get hair plugs and now you want to be 25. I've had enough, okay?
No.
So, but the movie really is that, you meet people and they love you just how you are with who you present yourself to be, and they don't know the backstory and they don't need to know the backstory.
Yeah.
And I would say, like you and I, we met vacation friends. I don't know hometown Emily, you don't know hometown Sherelle, but we
Mm.
met, we clicked, we vibed. And I can tell you about all the things that I've done in my past, like I'm sharing with the internet about, my lawless ways. Um, and it can be fine because that's not where I live. I'm not that person anymore. I'm this. And I think that hometown, like we talked about, they're not able to see you in that light. They can only see you in, hometown Sherelle and not vacation Sherelle. So that's been the block for me is trying
Yeah.
to see the internet as vacation friends and not my hometown. Because that's when I click
Oh, I
on the
love
camera,
that.
yeah, that's all I can see is just my hometown from when I was in the 4th grade.
Yeah. That's fair. I think I've been thinking about that for myself more than usual because I like that like and you tell people I am someone that like I feel like you think doesn't have imposter syndrome.
Yes,
The way I go to hometown Emily and I have imposter syndrome times 6,000.
I would never know.
Oh god, I get anxiety just thinking about it because I had such a poor hometown experience, like such a negative, awful, traumatic hometown experience
Oh my gosh.
that and even still now, like when my parents still lived closer to where my hometown is, like I'd go into stores and see people I've known for 15 years,
Right.
and the way they pretend they don't know me. They don't say nothing, not a hello, like it's just like and I remember saying to my mom a while ago, like, you would think I have amnesia and forgot who I like my experience, and I was just like a horrible, terrible, mean person before.
Yeah.
I was just like so badly bullied that I think people still see and think it's acceptable to treat me that way. So I just left. Like I left and we came over here. So now that we're kind of inching back that way, it's
Yeah.
almost like I'm ready to fight.
And let me at them because I will cuss them like they've never been cussed before. You call me and I'll be over there, nut bush,
But
feathers
you know what I mean?
dancing.
Like, and I know you would. And part of me is like red, and I'm like on defense. And
Yeah.
then, I had this conversation with my mom not too long ago, and she was like, Emily, but you being ready to get, she was like, why? And I've said it to people before, I just needed to apply it to myself. Like, I don't let anyone see me sweat.
Right.
Who am I proving myself to?
Right.
People
Right.
I already don't like,
Right.
that I
Exactly.
don't want to have interactions with. Like, just because I'm building something over there doesn't mean I'm not gonna still swing my life the other way. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, like, it's just none of my business. Like, if that's how you're gonna act, like, I don't need to prove anything to you. But
Correct.
there is something about that hometown experience that makes you feel like you want them to be like, "You made it, we're so proud of you." And I don't think at the end of the day it'll matter as much as we think it does.
Correct. I agree. I think right now why it matters is because it's the only place I can build, the
Yeah.
beginning of this thing. It has to because I'm
Maybe.
in my hometown. So I
But
think
I
like
also think, like you said, your vacation internet friends, that's where you're gonna build it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. So, this show coming up, and yes, I have not been promoting because there's been a block. But part of me, because to walk down the streets, I mean, we've been on the phone, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. So I don't like to say it, but like I guess I was kind of popular. And my father is like the freaking unofficial
I was gonna
mayor.
say, it's also in your family too, like, she knows guys, she knows everybody. Rell can't
Yeah,
go nowhere with nobody and, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?" That's what she went on the phone, like, that's what happens. We'll be talking, and she'll go on a 10-minute pause if someone's just, like, updating on their life because she hasn't seen him in, 20 minutes,
exactly.
and they just wanna tell Rell, like,
Exactly. So I thought that it would be easier than it is. So that's also and so I am
"Woof, yeah, I
reconciling
can
like,
see that."
yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, bitch, like, are you the people don't fuck with you." Like, you know what I mean? And it's a
Mhm.
I guess it feels like a popularity contest and
Yeah.
perhaps and also because I am in my hometown, but I don't feel like I'm of my hometown. So and I feel like
Mhm.
a little bit almost hypocritical because when things are going on, I don't necessarily support them, but that's because it just isn't my cup of tea in that way.
Yeah.
And
But it swings the other way too, right? Like for you, it's like, oh, it's a popularity contest. And I would challenge that's just your inner critic,
yes,
just like emotion. Like for you, that like it feels like shame, it's embarrassment, right?
yeah,
But it's still your inner critic, just like jealousy, just like envy, just like
yeah,
those things, right? Where like you're not going to support everybody doing everything because one, we only have so much money and so much time, and also like not everything is for you. But it
exactly,
just seems like the right people in your hometown haven't realized what you're doing.
exactly.
Like,
I
the
think
right
I think
people
that's
will
that.
connect, but for us, it feels so personal in the moment, like,
Oh, for
I
sure.
remember that when I moved back into my hometown with my parents, and we were running the original boutique out of that space, and when I tell you, nobody local was buying. I think maybe 2 or 3 people, and I didn't know them. People knew it was happening, I would give things away locally in events, nobody was shopping, and
Yeah,
they coulda came and picked it up and saved on the shipping,
exactly.
and they were shopping from other people who were selling the same things and paying the shipping on it.
Yeah, listen, I get that. I get that
Mhm.
wholeheartedly. And I don't think I mean, I have not because of that. I think I've been in my bubble. And being on this entrepreneurial journey has shown me so much about myself
Yeah,
because I just want to give everything away and I didn't realize the emotion attached to selling
yeah.
cuz it's almost like, "Oh, you want to buy something from me? Like that is so nice.
Mhm.
Like I can't believe it." And then I just want to give it away and it's like, "Oh, I feel bad about charging, but you ain't going to make no money if you don't charge." So it's been a very
Yeah.
interesting journey.
There is an emotional I the way people that have shopped from me from years ago when I had the shop, I'm like, I'll just be tapping through stories, and I pause, and I can see them in a picture wearing a shirt or wearing a pair of jeans that I know they got from me
Yes.
because I can't ever tell you what day it is, but I can remember clothes that I stocked
Okay, come on
years
now.
ago
Yes.
because I looked at it, sized it, ordered it, took photos of it, packed it, wore it, photographed it again, shipped it, like, it's burned into my memory, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
the way that's still I haven't been open in years. The way I go, "I remember when they bought that." Like, I still get chills because it matters, because there
It
is an
does.
emotional attachment to it.
There is. When I go into my, old, job, the women from the WRC, shout out to those ladies, they support me all the time, I love them. But when I go in and they're, like, drinking out of their mug,
Oh.
to see ABE in the wild is just like, chef's kiss, I love it. because it is really also something so hard to have something in your brain, to have to think about it, share it with someone else to help bring it to life and, move it along. Like
Yeah.
that takes a great deal, of effort. And even as I was packaging and whatnot, just thinking about all the ways that you've helped me with the box and the shipping and how to do and so on and so forth. Like
Yeah.
it's so much. And I'm just in the very beginning stages and just looking forward to, growing. But again, it takes time, money, and all of it. And people really have no clue about
Mhm.
entrepreneur, what a journey that
It's
on being an
it's
entrepreneur
so
is.
much literal work, but the emotional work,
Exactly. The emotional work.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. And when you were talking about jealousy and envy, baby. So I'm glad you brought that up. I have a difficult relationship with my mom. Period. Point blank. End of story.
yeah,
Like it just is what it is. We've always had that. And I never really gave thought to what my relationship would be like with my own daughter because of how difficult the relationship was with my
yeah,
mother. I just didn't know. And I had my children so young, I was never really very thoughtful or strategic about how I was going to move forward. So I've been
yeah,
in survival mode since I became a mom. And, Judah's Tea is named Back to the Future because what I realized is that looking at Judah and she's living her very best life, and I love that for her. She is showing me what my life could have been if I would have made different decisions in my life. Like had I not had
oh,
children, had I
yeah,
gone away to college, um, and had I had someone that was uber supportive on the way that I try to be for her. So I'm so proud of her. And so she is my Back to the Future.
yeah,
I chose door number one looking at her. She chose door number two. I'm so happy.
but it
But
also feels like you're getting to live it through her a little bit.
absolutely, absolutely. And I gotta tell you, I cry every time I think about it and talk about it. But when she pledged, and we went to her probate, to watch her step into her womanhood, like to watch her friends rally around her was just it was
Everything.
amazing. I love
I remember you sending me the videos, and I had absolute chills.
yeah, it was
It was so
um
good.
it was, and that's part of, some of that stuff, I talk about how much I hate motherhood, but like some of that stuff is just really, really amazing and wonderful. So I went to Florida. We talked about that, and I got to see bio dad. His name is Pops. Like I've got a dad who raised me. He's Stormin Norman, and that's my dad. That's Bruce Leroy. And I found out at 41 that he was not my bio dad. And then I met my bio dad. His name is Pops. His name is Lawyer, but I call him Pops. I went to Florida and I got to hang out with Pops and my big brother Mike. And also, Mike sent me a message the other day and said, I love having a sister. And like
Mhm.
just warms my heart. Because it could have been something different, but they all have, it's just I'm loved so much more. So I just love that and everybody's doing well. But my mom struggles to be happy for me. She struggles to support me. And what happens, I look at my Judah and see it as positive. My mom, I am a reminder to my mother of what she could have had, what door number two looked like for her. And it's too much for her to handle. So, like, I
Mhm.
understand cognitively. I do. I have processed all of it. I understand that the feeling for her, it's fleeting. So I think
Yeah.
she sees me, she gets envious, jealous, whatever, and then hurt people like to hurt people. So she makes it her business to try to hurt me. Um, so
Oh,
in this instance, she called my daughter to badmouth me and tell my daughter lots of lies about me. And for one, I'm used to it because she used to do it with my grandmother, but my grandma's not talking to her. So now she does it with my daughter, but that's just it. What kind of individual do you have to be? And how hurt do you have to be in order for you to call up your child's child to disparage her character? Like,
because my thing is I don't even think she thinks it through that far. I think she feels whatever she's feeling and she acts. She
Yep.
doesn't think it through. She
Yep.
doesn't think about the consequences. She doesn't think about the fact that your kid's gonna tell you and you're gonna not talk to her anymore. She doesn't think about any of those things,
Right.
right? Because she hasn't done the work that you've
Correct.
done. Like, you're in a
Correct.
place where you're saying, like, "I processed it," and that was a lot of work for you to get there. Like, we
Oh
say it
yeah.
like this thing, but that was years
Yeah.
of intentional work that you had to do to get to a place that you're not jealous of the life that your daughter lives, you're proud of her, where
Yes.
your mom didn't do that work. So now
Correct.
she's in a place where she's just hate-filled, and she's
Yeah.
jealous, and she's envious of who you are, and she doesn't know what to do with it, so she lashes out. And it's not a good enough excuse for her behavior, and I wanna verify that, right, guys?
Yeah.
Like, as a person who does this work and walks into the same thing, and I say this all the time, I can understand why someone does something and explain it, and it still not be a good enough excuse for their behavior. Those are
Ab
actually 2 separate things, and this is
absolutely.
a perfect example of that.
Absolutely. And that's just it. So I've had conversation with her. I told her she's like a feral cat. I told her, "You're a feral cat.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
is.
know sometimes if you're going to scratch me or I don't know if you're gonna let me pet you, right? Are you gonna be loving and caring?" So,
That was
I
the perfect analogy.
yeah, I never know. And so she laughed, and it's true because she knows that that's how she is. And you're right. And that's why can say, I know the moment's fleeting for her. Next week, when she wants to talk to me, or next
Oh,
month, or
boy.
whatever the case may be, she is going to be baffled that I don't want to talk to her. She's going to be like,
Oh, yeah, she's gonna be like, "What do you mean I'm blocked?" She's gonna be hurt, and you're gonna be like, "What?"
like, girl. Yeah, exactly. And so previously, I had put her on timeout. Like, listen, I have been going through this with my mom since I've been leaving my mom. We would need a break from one another since I was 12. I would go stay with my grandma starting at 12 because I needed a break. Me and her, it just was never a thing. And so when Judah entered into her teenage years, I was certain, like, oh, this is just gonna be what it is. I had no idea that she would come around and that I would fool la la, like I fucks with her. Like she really is my friend. Like that's my little homegirl. She's my little broke bestie. And
Mhm.
I love that for us. And I love that she can call me and go, "Girl, I just got off the phone with your mother." And she said, "Ba da 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 da." And so she said, "I know, she gonna come with a story, and I know I'm gonna get the truth from you." So for me, I love that she knows I'm a safe space and that I got her
Yeah.
back. I have very difficult conversations with her. I keep it a buck with her. And so she knows that, you know what I mean? So I'm so grateful that we have that relationship. And I was on the fence about saying something to my mom, but I didn't want to put Judah in the middle so that my mother would say something
Would
about,
call her and be like, "How'd you tell her what I said?" Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because then I will be on the next flight back
I
to
know.
Florida and it will not be pretty.
Yeah.
Because see, and here's the thing, I share all of this to let people know that when I say I don't let people play with me, I don't let people play with me.
Yep.
Mother, father, kids, you don't get to play with me. And I don't got to cuss you, right? There doesn't need to be closure. I know what you've done. I know all the things that you've done, and I just can put you over there. Before, I had been willing to have some relationship with her,
Mhm.
right? I would go like, okay, like I keep her at arm's length distance, but now it's very clear you can't handle that. And
No.
and I'll be honest with you, Tabitha Brown, the influencer, internet personality, whatever you want to call her, and I think she is lovely. I was very envious of her. And I was very envious of like how she just blew up one day overnight. She had a review and then her life changed tremendously.
Oh,
And
for sure.
yeah, and I was like, Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. But it was too much for me when I was going through the thick of it to see, how, blessed she was. I did not wish her any harm. I didn't wish that she didn't have it. It just was too much for me and my nervous system to
Well,
handle. I
because
couldn't handle it.
that's the part that people don't like about jealousy, about envy. It was never about them, it was always about you,
For sure.
which is why I'm like, I don't know where I got this from, but it's a quote from somewhere, so if anybody knows, feel free to let me know, but I'm gonna try not to butcher it, but the version of it is like, "The antidote for envy has never been suppression. It's gratitude, it's self-trust, it's permission to have your own dreams."
Yes. For
Because so
sure.
when you're envious is what I'm trying to say is, like, it's never about pushing it down. That has never fixed it, it will never
It
fix it.
never will.
Because
Correct.
it wasn't about the other person, it's always been about you. You weren't
Absolutely.
envious or jealous of Tabitha because you don't think she deserved it. You were envious because you were like, "She gets to have it, but I don't have it. What does that mean about me?"
Yes, for sure. And why can't I have it, right?
Yeah.
And
So, like,
so,
you need the work in that, in which Rel has done, which is why
yes.
she's not in that place anymore, is working on gratitude, is
Yep.
working on trusting yourself, is giving yourself permission to dream and work and have things.
Absolutely.
But
And
most people
gratitude.
don't have that like you have that because they haven't done the work.
Yes. And it was gratitude also, right? And what I learned about that too is watching her on her journey means it is possible for me, right? And I don't know what Tabitha had to go through in order to have that, right? Like I can
Yeah.
say she lost her mother who seemingly she misses and would love to have on her journey. I didn't have that experience, so who am I and why do I and it like you said, I never thought that she didn't deserve it. I just knew I wanted it and it wasn't happening for me. And so when I realized that I could use that as motivation, if she can have it, that means that I can have it too. And I
Yeah.
just got to do my part, my work, and my thing. And so I went back because I couldn't follow her because of that. And I just needed a break. It was just too much in my face because of where I was. So I am back to following her and being excited for her and supporting and buying her things. And again, just going, Lord, I've seen what you've done for others, right? And
Mhm.
when it's my time, it'll be my time.
Yep. I
Period.
agree. I feel like I don't know if you agree, but I feel like jealousy and envy are the emotions that come up when you're not ready to look yourself in the mirror yet. When you're not ready to be like, "Oh, if I want these things, I gotta think different, act different, show up different, do the things." And if you're not ready for that conversation, because sometimes we're not ready for
For
conversations,
sure.
that's, "Oh, you're jealous, you're envy." But if you're just excited for them, if they're motivating you, it's
Yeah.
because you were ready to face, okay, and it wasn't a nasty judgment thing. It was a look at it and go, "Okay, this I've been doing ain't working, gotta put it over there. But
Yep.
this is working. I'm gonna put my time there." And it's just taking inventory of where you're at. It's not like a you suck, you're bad. It's a I'm moving, I'm grooving, I'm trying the things.
Exactly. And also, and that you got to give yourself grace. And what's for you won't pass you by. It ain't my time. It was her time. And it gets to
Mhm.
be her time because of whatever. You know what I mean? And so, and just again, using that, I use her as again motivation. So now, no, I'm not jealous because I say it all the time, to whom much is given, much is required. I don't know what was required for her to have what she has. I don't know her walk. And just like if there's anybody, or even my mother for this instance, looking at me and thinking, oh, I don't know why, and she has what she has, and so on and so forth. Because again, what's for me and what you have no idea what was required of me to have to look at myself. I changed my life
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was crying, didn't know what I wanted to do, and my finances and everything else, I was like, I went back to school. When all
Mhm.
else fails, go back to school. And so, like, I'm, in a transitional space with my job. And so I'm out in the job market now. And I can apply for certain things because I decided to go back to school. So there are options for me
Yeah.
because I changed my life.
The work you did.
And
Absolutely.
baby. And that's the thing
Mhm.
people talk about and they're like, "Oh, do the work." They have no idea what the work means. Oh, let me tell you. I'll tell you. You want to know what it means to do your work? It means that you have to get curious about yourself. You got to start there.
Yeah.
What's working? What's not working? What do I want? You have to sit and in the chair of accountability. And that's the thing my mother and a lot of other people have trouble doing is sitting in the chair of accountability because
Mhm.
sometimes it is you. Sometimes you are the problem. Sometimes you are in your own way.
My thing is, even when there's always gonna be some version of an outside thing happening, but how you respond to it, how long you stay in it,
Yep.
and that doesn't mean that everybody is the problem, right? No, neither of us are saying that, but you are always a contributor.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody has even the smallest, teeniest bit of an option.
Yep.
It may not be the same options that other people have.
Correct.
And I say that as someone sitting in immense privilege. I am aware of that. that
Yep.
my choices and my options look very different than other people's.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't mean that they don't have. And, I personally sit in a place too, like, even when we think about the Tabitha stuff, right? Where, like, it reminded me of this phrase that I say a lot to myself is that, like, I know that other people walked so I could run.
For sure.
So maybe Tabitha is walking so you get to run.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest, like, for here I go with my woo-woo shit again, but it's just where I am and who I
I
am.
love it. Hit me with it.
So I had a reading the other day, and I'm gonna send it to you when we're done. And but she talks about like why it seemed so much harder for me because I was doing work from my lineage, from my ancestors, right? Like, and because that's
Mhm.
a thing too, you know what I mean? Um, and so I do really believe this, like God, source, spirit, whoever you believe in, does give their toughest battles to their strongest soldiers. I
Yeah.
could shoulder it. I did shoulder it. And the work that it takes, like I legitimately have changed the my lineage, my ancestors, going forward, my grandchildren, their lives will be different because of the work that I have done in this lifetime, in these moments. You know what I mean? I chose the hard stuff. I did it. I didn't run from it. And the
Yeah.
shit was hard. It was hard.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah,
And I don't think people realize that, right? That everybody has their own version of something that they've had to walk through. And
yeah,
in a really crude, but like sometimes we laugh so we don't cry kind of way. Like something I used to say often a while ago was like, the things that I have been through, it would have taken other people out. And I
for
usually
sure.
say it clearer than that, but I don't want to get demonetized at some point. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. No,
they
for
they
sure.
still wouldn't be here. I've been through some stuff, and that doesn't mean it's worse than other people's stuff. I
Correct.
just know that if you line up my experiences, people have, and they go, "Whoa, and you're still, like,
Right.
functioning?" Like,
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly. You don't know, and that's why, like, it's also so important, I do really do believe this, in kindness.
yeah.
It's important to be kind to people. It really, really
Mhm.
is, because you really don't know what people are going through, what battles they're facing. You really don't know. And so, is it going to kill you to not, which is why, like, when I almost bit that man's face off at the at the Chinese restaurant, I was like, "Sir, I'm sorry." Right? Like, again, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." And that didn't cost me anything. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
aggressive. I was going through something, but I was aggressive and he was really just trying to help. And I could understand that, sir, I'm sorry. And I
Yeah.
gave him that. He was deserving of that, you know?
Mm,
So, and because if he'd have met me with different energy, where would that have gone? Right. And sometimes we gotta be able to regulate and go, yo, I was wrong. I was the problem in the
yeah.
situation I was.
You're 100% right, and it's such a skill that I wish more like you said, sitting in that chair of accountability, I think everyone can take a little time and just be like, "Okay, how am I doing with that? Is this my best season of taking accountability?" Because we have different seasons of different things.
For sure, cause I will tell you, I can't stand people that go, "Y'all need to cut it out." Or not y'all, let me tell you something. Here's the thing, people always, like, "Don't come for me unless I send for you." I only show up when you've sent for me. And see, there are different ways that you could send for me, because if you start talking crazy, oh, then you have sent for me and now I will arrive. Hello, here I am, right?
Yeah.
I don't go bothering the people. I really don't. And if I do, like when I was being aggressive with that man,
You
I can
apologize.
in the moment. Hey, I'm sorry. But if I gotta get in my bag and calculated like Stormin' Norman, Bruce Leroy, Tillery, you done fucked up.
Oh, yeah, it's over for you.
Yeah, now I am here. I am
It's
here. I am
over
appearing.
for you, and that's what people don't realize, like, even for me, right, like, I genuinely am a very kind human.
Yes, you are.
I do kind things, I
Yes,
say
you
kind
do.
things, I'm very soft, but there are times and places and different versions of me, I promise you, I will spend the rest of my life making sure you suffer. And that's a really unhealed part of me that I paid a lot of copays to keep pushed down, but every once in a while, don't play with me, don't play with me.
Please, please, and thank
I've
you. So
probably given you 1, 2, 3 times, and now we're here. It's over for you.
yeah. And that was a little bit of what I was going through like this past week with my job. Like I feel like they played with
Yeah,
me and I felt like they got the best of me. And it really took a toll. I was like, "Oh god, like what is this?" Like I was sitting and singing hymns because I just want to burn it down to the ground.
Yeah.
And you know what? Watching Sister Wives this week, where Cody was happy, I give Cody hell. Cody is on my list, baby. He is on him and that damn Tamra Judge. Like they are on my list. I can't stand them, right? But Cody got to be happy, and I said, and so I said maybe I need to see this. People, even though they do you wrong or whatever the case may be, they do get to be happy
Yeah.
because whatever it is that they did to you, perhaps that's the lesson that you needed to learn about yourself, right? And they were a mirror for you.
Oof. Oh, not the lesson you needed to learn yourself.
Yes, Cody done came and got me together.
I do see, like, there are almost, I mean, I would say probably all of it. I don't regret anything. I don't have regrets. And every time I say that, people are like, and I'm like, no, it's just in this fact that, like, everything that I have experienced, I have now processed up into this point that I was meant to learn something from it, or it gave me insight or expertise that I am now able to turn,
Yes,
into something better.
absolutely.
It's very much pressure into diamonds kind of vibes. And that's just how I look at my life.
Absolutely. Exactly. So that's why I was able to like release what happened to me at my job. I was able to release it and go, all right. Right. And I could take that one on the chin. You got it. But
Yeah.
also know that mama ain't
So
leaving.
that doesn't mean I got to keep taking it on the chin.
No,
That's the
I
difference.
don't, and the truth of the matter is, I am happy to be leaving there whenever that happens, I'll be happy to leave. It's done, that chapter is over,
Yeah.
and I don't need to see them suffer. That's not part of my journey, I don't need to see it. They will
No, it's
get
not for
dealt
you.
with however they get dealt with, but I'll tell you this,
I don't think it'll make you feel any better.
it won't because I really don't care. I don't want to see anybody suffer. Seeing someone suffer never makes you feel good in the end. I really don't think so. Because if you're a kind human, if you're human, you have empathy for people even when, they've done really the messed up things. So,
Yeah.
I just need y'all over there which, is fine. So I'm all right with it, but also,
Don't play with me.
I got a couple things up my sleeve. They gonna get a phone call, Jesus, about
Yes,
some
yes,
things.
yes, they will.
Yeah, they will.
Rel, I had a Am I the Asshole for you, but I actually think this was such a sweet episode.
Yeah.
And your Am I the Asshole is it's a little spicy.
Next
So
week spicy.
we gonna tuck it in, which means you have to come back next week and see and listen
That's
because
right.
it's a good one. It's a good one. But we're gonna leave this because I just feel like this one turned into a very positive, happy place, and we're gonna leave it there.
I think so. I agree. I think so. But also, we cannot let you leave without saying, where are you on Speak Pipe? Where are you on all the socials? Have you been doing your homework? Because we've been doing our homework. So have you been doing yours?
I
Okay.
need to let you know I got a text from my friend Darla, who is claiming to be the number one fan. So she wants some SOS number one fan merch, so we gotta make that happen. So
Yes.
she texted me yesterday and said, "Hey girl, I'm catching up on the podcast. I am personally extremely offended because you said you had no followers on TikTok. Girl, I follow you." She was big mad.
Darla, we sorry, girl. We ain't mean it. Darla, number one fan. That's you, babes.
But I
Thank
told her, we record ahead. So when she heard it, that
you.
was
Right.
before she followed us. And also, I'm sorry. She goes, and I was like, but I was like, I see you listening, going, hey, I know that. And I was like, she was like, yeah, that happened. And I was like, we go get you some number one fan merch. It's okay.
Yes, for sure. Now it's our mission in life. Because
So yes.
yeah, like I can't even believe like we are episode 13. Episode 13, babes. Like, do you know what kind of consistency had to happen in order for us to get to 13 episodes? Like,
I mean, we are busy, busy ladies. This was a commitment, but we're loving it. So yes, speak pipe, comments, likes, shares, social media follows, sharing on stuff on social media, all those things.
all the
Tagging
things,
friends.
please.
They're very, very helpful and we love it.
Yeah, we need them. So yeah, and Darla, November 9th, we're gonna be at the South Road, the Crown Heights Clubhouse, and M's gonna be there. So we're gonna get like a mini Shades of Sanity live. Like, you come around there and come have a little something with us. Like, come on around here, Darla.
Damn right. Everybody
Yeah,
should. It's gonna be a good time.
it is. All 5 of us, but then that's it.
It's
It's
gonna be, we're gonna
gonna be
fill
intimate.
that place with people. What you talking about?
That is what we got going on. So
I love it. Okay,
yeah,
Rel.
me too. Thank you guys.
I will see y'all next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.